Hey, so I'm Ryan Akins, Regional President of Dale Carnegie North Texas, and I'm here with Keri Smith, President of Dotted Restaurant Fulfillment. How are you, Keri?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Thanks so much for having us here.
Of course, we're glad to have you.
So what's going on at Dotted lately? What are your key initiatives this year, Keri?
So our key initiatives this year are we're introducing a new product line for the food delivery industry.
Cool.
We're really excited about where that product is going. You know, in addition to working on building out our additional capacity, we are bringing on a lot of new team members to help support our company's growth.
Okay, cool. So Keri, tell me about the history of Dotted.
So Dotted's been in business since the 80s. We actually have a really fun story. Our company started from a couple's idea, and they started the company out of their garage.
No kidding.
And Dotted's former president, Gary Cooper, got into contact with a couple that started our company, drove to Tennessee, loaded the company into a U-Haul, brought it back to Arlington, Texas, and that's where we are today.
No kidding.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And so how many employees do you have today?
Today we have 110 employees.
Wow.
Yes.
And are you still growing?
We are growing, yes, absolutely.
What makes Dotted different than other companies in the industry?
So Dotted offers a unique service to the industry called brand fulfillment.
Okay.
What we do is we are sort of a customized distributor for the industry. We centralize restaurant chains purchasing, so we manage multiple vendors for a single chain.
Okay.
We create a custom branded web portal for them. We inventory and ship all of their custom branded products, in addition to offering stock products as well for customers.
So Keri, you say that the business is growing fast. As the president of a company that's growing rapidly, what are the biggest challenges that you face?
I think one of our challenges is recruiting at this moment. We've hired 21 people in the last 6 months.
Wow, and you said that you have 110 employees, so
Yes.
you've grown by about 30% in 6 months.
Yes. So that's one of our challenges right now, is just really onboarding new employees and integrating them into our company culture.
So Keri, what about innovation? That's one of your core values too.
It
How
is.
do you innovate at Dotted?
So we innovate in two ways. We innovate through developing product for our customers, but we also find innovative ways to allow our employees to grow. So we want to provide all the opportunities we can for our employees to grow internally, either through training courses or sending them, outside the company for Dale Carnegie courses. Really, being innovative with our employees to allow for personal growth.
What programs did you take in Dale Carnegie to prepare you for
So
this?
I took the Dale Carnegie course in leadership training for managers.
Okay, so how did those help prepare you for what you're doing now?
So Dale Carnegie course was great. I took the 9-week program. Other than the principles and concepts that I learned, it got me out of my shell a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of got us up in front of the class, and that's helped a lot with the monthly meetings that I do now.
Sure.
The meetings that I lead typically in front of the entire company.
Yeah.
And then leadership training for managers really gave us tools that we really love to use.
Yeah, and you also did an innovation project in that leadership
did,
program.
yes.
So what was that innovation project and what did it lead to?
So the innovation project was me studying our inventory levels and really analyzing and identifying a way for us to stabilize inventory. So as the company grew, inventory didn't grow out of hand. And I was able to stabilize inventory through quite a bit of growth, which ended up, preventing me from putting probably $1 million extra into inventory and really, keeping that cash wrapped up in inventory in the warehouse.
Wow, that's great.
So yes, it was a great exercise.
Hey Sonia, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Ryan?
Good. So you just recently finished one of our leadership programs, right?
I did.
Cool. What was the biggest takeaway you got from that program?
I think the biggest takeaway for me personally was that you have to actually hire the right people that are already motivated, that you cannot motivate them yourself. They have to have that desire within.
So we were talking to Keri Smith, your president, earlier, and she was talking about the rapid rate at which you were growing. If you're managing production, how does that impact your stress levels?
It raises them.
Yeah, it raises them. I imagine it does. Do you have any specific tactics or tools you use to manage your stress?
Day-tight compartments is one of my favorites.
What does day-tight compartments mean for those that haven't heard of that before?
It means picking a certain item, a certain project, a certain job, I mean as minuscule as it could be, and focusing on that and getting that handled and processed and off your plate before you move to the other.
Got it.
You got to work one at a time.
So it's a mindset, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, good. A lot of times in Dale Carnegie, we talk about the difference between compliance and cooperation. Compliance is when people do things because they have to or they'll get fired. Cooperation is a whole different level of engagement, right? That's where they put a lot more effort into it and go the extra mile. How do you get that from your people? How do you get cooperation?
I think that also comes from within, but I think that we kind of mold that more by having them become a part of a bigger picture, not just their piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
And understanding how they affect the entire company.
Now you still send people to Dale Carnegie Training,
We do.
right? Why? Why do you use Dale Carnegie? Why do you partner with us?
Yeah, great question. I really believe in the principles that you teach. I really believe in the 9-week program and getting up there and sort of stretching outside of our comfort zone, the tools that you offer us, in addition to the fact that we are all trained on one sort of unified, Dale Carnegie course.
Yeah.
So
there's some consistency there as far as principles.
Exactly, and we speak the same language.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important that Dada invest in its people.
Okay.
Right? I think education and training is very important. I mean, obviously, I think it makes our interactions with our customers better. I think we understand our customers better. I think we support them better. And ultimately, that's what we're all here for, right? Yeah. Is to do a really great job for the customer. And if we have a great basis of training and education and principles, I think we can do that.